are live. We are live. We are live. If you were in the first one, please come back and let us know that you see both of us on both pages. And if you're new here and you just happen to click on this video for the first time on either one of us, first you hit subscribe. I heard myself in the background, so I can see both of these live. And it is, and I see that. There we go. We got it. Yeah, so shout out to y'all who showed up with us last week. We had some good little numbers over here. Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat what y'all's thoughts were on episodes 5 through 8. We're going to break these down. Shout out to Squilliam. Hello again. We are back. Definitely, we are back. Shout out to you for joining us for the second link. Yeah, we're going to be talking about 5, 6, 7, and 8. Only 3 episodes in so far this season, but have already caught up on all the spoilers. Don't tell us who the spoilers are. Vanessa from Big Brother Canada making it. Is that who that is? What season was she on? Because I knew she looked familiar. I'm like, I didn't realize she was on Big Brother Canada. She must have been on the most recent season.
Who's Vanessa?
March. Player 17.
17.
No, just what I did. Okay.
I have to look at my notes.
Right. Is she one of the final players?
The curly hair girl.
She right behind. Hold on, let me move this real quick. Right there. Look behind you. Right here. Right there with the curly hair. Yeah, that's her.
I thought her name was Agnes.
Who was
Where did I get Agnes from?
I don't know. Because there ain't no Agnes, at least from what I understand.
You are not late, Nina. We had some technical difficulties and we literally just restarted less than 2 minutes ago. So you are right on time.
COVID season. Okay, I remember that season. I don't remember her though. We just now started.
Stand the bald guy.
We're gonna get into him. We're gonna get into him.
We did notice that, Playboy.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into it. Right. All right, y'all. It's 11 of y'all in here. Shout out to y'all. Make sure to like both videos. Do that real quick so we can get in the algorithm, get more people over, so we can keep talking. But I'm gonna pass this over to Movie Bay. You go ahead and introduce episode 5.
And I'm gonna pass it right back to you because Marbles was boring as HE double high.
It really was.
Marbles was boring.
This episode 5 is the episode where I have the least amount of notes.
Yeah, yes. So if you have anything that you want to add on to, please feel free because I only wrote down 3 people. I guess like storylines. You had
the main ones.
We could talk about 110 and the boy. What was his number?
415, where he told her that he pretty much lied about having a child on the way.
415,
which I thought was stupid because I'm like, if you're gonna lie about it till you're gone. Why would you tell her that?
Yeah.
Even if you were to come, and I understand that because he knew at that point it was gonna be either one of them going back in the game, but at that point, just lie all the way through. Like, and then she'll find out when the show airs. You want to tell her after the show. I thought that was stupid.
I felt like it was strategic because he kind of wanted to shake her and throw her off her game, possibly to where she would probably like act in distress or like her nerves would be shot. So it will probably strengthen his chance of winning. I feel like he did that in a strategic way.
Do you think he did do that in a strategic way, or was that you thinking that could be what he was doing? I don't think he was.
I think he did it in a strategic way, especially because, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not mistaken, these two linked up. I think I was I was on reality TV, the one who on Instagram they post all the everything reality TV related. Yeah. Those two, 110 and 415, they were on Survivor together. I don't know what season, I don't know what country, but they were on a season of Survivor together, which is why they linked up in the house. And I felt like he did that strategically because he has that type of mindset. And she also did something else later on in the episode that made me feel like she did that because of her Survivor background, if I'm being honest. But
how did you say that? You could be right.
I think it was strategic. He a little rat. He a little rat, with all due respect.
Yeah.
He does not give trustworthy. He doesn't get genuine. It doesn't give, let me get this off my chest because we cool and I just want you to know. Like, it gives, let me get this off my chest because I know it's gonna make you feel away and hopefully strengthen my chances of winning. So They had like that storyline, good versus evil, and I was like doing it for the storyline. They know they've been on a competition reality show. They already know what's going on. And when he said that I'm gonna put the marble behind my hand and you guess which hand it is, I was like, he about to finesse. What were your thoughts?
I was sitting there. I was thinking about that too. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work because he was like, basically, you guess which one is the red one. If you guess the red one, you go in, and if you guess the blue one, then I go in. So I was like, but then again, I was sitting there thinking, what could he do at that point? Could he just put a blue marble in both hands?
I thought he was
And
going
then
to
she
like.
just guesses which one, and it's still blue, and then he can go in. I don't know. That was weird to me. I don't know.
I
What was
have
you
no
think?
idea. I just felt like he was about to finesse. I said he about to sit on one of these marbles. It's only gonna be one option. I have no idea. I was just like, I don't want him being in control. And I was surprised that she let him be in control of the game. But
And I'm surprised she was the one that actually went through because when it comes to these reality games, certain shit is manipulated, and I feel
right.
like a lot of the big characters with the storylines made it
Mm-hmm.
through this, and like the subpar characters got eliminated. Whereas the difference in that I feel like was with the father daughter. I definitely feel like he was more of a main character than she was.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I feel like the main characters in the duos got through, and the ones that were like the lackeys, they got eliminated. So I don't know. I was thinking that he was gonna be the one to go in out of the two of them. I wasn't expecting it to be her because he essentially had a storyline. She didn't really have one.
Right. So I can kind of see that. I feel like they control it when it comes to rules, but however the game plays out is how it plays out. That's what I've
I
been
want to.
feeling throughout this season anyhow. Like
I hope so.
later on when it was like six of them and it was like separated into groups of threes, and then I feel like then the rules were like y'all gonna play against each other. I was like,
That
oh,
was.
see, that was to me, that
I
was a
got thoughts on
rule to
that.
make it break down. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to
Yeah.
y'all going against each other, y'all gonna be. I mean, like team wise, y'all gonna go against the people that you're grouped up with. Now, I feel like they manipulate stuff like that.
Okay, I
Um,
can see that.
and to me, that was smart too because you didn't want that happening. But it,
Sweet.
dad and daughter though, the daughter ended up going through. Were you
Mhm.
happy or did you want the dad to go through?
I wanted the dad to go through. I feel like he would have played a more strategic game than she did. Even though I feel like she did fine, but like I feel like out of the two of them, I would have wanted to see him play more.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand why he did. It was clear he definitely gave her that win. She kept asking, "Did you let me win? Did you let me win? Did you let me win?" And he's sitting there lying, "No, no, no." And then he said in his confessional on his way out, "I couldn't let my daughter not do something that is this important to her at this point in the time." So he gave it to her. But I would have liked to see him play. What's up? We love y'all too.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to y'all for joining us again. Make sure y'all are liking the videos, both of us. Yeah, they didn't look familiar to me. That's what I was saying because I've watched a lot of seasons of
Oh,
Survivor. I just don't remember them.
we
I'm gonna have to figure out what
gotta
they seasons were.
on some like backyard YouTube Survivor series. I'm dead.
What was your thoughts on the daughter?
Backyard YouTube Survivor.
What was your thoughts on them? Who did you want to go through out of the two of them?
Didn't care. But when it comes to Perla and Jeffrey, the siblings,
The right
they were
one.
getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna hold you. That oh I don't want to play. Let's let the time run out. Blah 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 blah. Play a game. Play a freaking game. And of course, he did the chivalrous thing and let his sister go through. He felt like she
Interesting.
had more pull in the game. She was more social than he was. So I understood his reasoning,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Because, like, the low key people, too, like, don't sleep on yourself, sir. Don't sleep on yourself.
But I see why he did it though, because it's like if one of us, at the end of the day, as long as one of us walks out of here with that money, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So we gotta
And
sit
he
and
thought
think
she had a
which
better
one of us
chance.
is gonna have the strongest chance.
Yeah.
I don't really have that many. I'm not that good socially in this game. You are. That's
Mm-hmm.
further in the game. So at that point, it would make more sense. I would have thought the same way he did. Would I have let my sister just walk through? No, we're gonna play the game first. And she
That's all I
wouldn't let
was
me walk
just
through with
about to
me.
ask you.
She wouldn't let me walk through either. That's just the competitive nature within our family. We would have had to play that game, but I understand why he did what he did. But I feel like watching later on, though, emotionally, I feel like he probably would have been a better player emotionally than she would have. I feel like he would have been able to control his mind in certain situations where he might pop off or where he
For
might
sure.
end up being emotional. So it would have been interesting to see him play, but I wasn't mad at it.
For sure.
Y'all
Oh,
know Pam was
Raya.
my favorite going in from the last set of episodes. She's not my favorite, but she irritated me later on. But we'll get to it. But a
Yeah,
new player definitely emerged as my favorite. But we'll get to her too.
we'll get to them. But that was like the highlight of Marbles.
Yeah.
And overall, I'm not gonna hold you. I was not in a rush to watch this new batch of episodes. I told my mama, she was like, "Yeah, because you had like, oh, I haven't watched it yet, but I got to do a video because it was boring. It's not giving season 1 to me. Season 1 is no, I mean, season 2 is no season 1 in my personal. But the episode does start to pick up with the next challenges. So we got 22 people left, and they come up with these rules of like monitors. I didn't really like it, but it is what it is. So the group has to vote on 3 people to be the monitors. First off, what is your opinion about these monitors and the whole twist of it all?
I felt like it was unneeded. I feel like they could have did something different. Like they could have did something different, but the way one of the tasks ended up panning out, I was like, okay, that's interesting because it put a little shift in the game, but I felt like it wasn't really necessary.
I agree because monitors, I didn't see the correlation to the drama series. I didn't see the payoff, honestly, because y'all could have just said select 3 captains for the next game, as opposed to monitors and giving them pancakes and like what wait, like I just didn't see. It was corny. But out of that, the group voted for 410, 327, and 230. Don't ask me these people's names because I do not know, but they're down there at the bottom.
327. Pissing me off later on. That's the old lady.
Oh, Kate, I think that's her name. Yeah. But they're down there at the bottom, you guys. And one of which, well, first off, before I skip, 98, our cop from Boston, was very upset that he was not selected to be a monitor. What was your thoughts about that?
Him choose, and that's the thing though. If he was better positioned in the game, I'd have been like, don't try and choose it. At this point, when he knows he's not socially connected in the game, shit, I'm gonna risk everything. If I'm in his position, I'm gonna do any and everything. There's a task at hand. Okay, I might be able to benefit from this. If I do this, I might get a reward. Y'all don't know me, and if I have to send somebody, well, not that y'all don't know me, but y'all don't like me. If I gotta send somebody home, I'm not gonna feel bad about it because y'all already know y'all don't like me. So if I send one of y'all home, it's not gonna really do anything different to my game. So at that point, I would have did it too. But the fact that they tried to sit around and act like he was secluding himself, and I'm like, y'all don't like him, and y'all were vocal about it. Why would he go sit around and try and talk to y'all?
Did you feel like he did the right thing by causing a scene about it? Hold on. So do you feel like he did the right thing by causing a scene about it, or do you think that he should have just tried and then let it go if they didn't vote for him?
I mean, he could have done that, but like I said, considering his positioning in the game, it really wasn't going to change anything. I mean, him causing the scene, they already didn't like him, so him causing the scene wasn't going to change anything.
Because me personally, I was just like, chill.
He could have chilled.
Like, just relax.
Tried to. It's like you want to say maybe relax and don't really go about certain things a certain way and possibly end up building connections, but I don't think they would have. I feel like he was fucked regardless.
And that's what I do agree about, because I did want him to I wanted him to chill. I wanted him to lay low because people already don't like you. So just kind of like fade to the background a little bit. Maybe a new villain will emerge. But at the end of the day, like you said, I still feel like even if he didn't try to push himself to be a monitor, they still were going to put him up for elimination anyways. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he already dug his grave on that. I think the monitors were just trying to turn the other players against them, and maybe they would hold it against them later. Against people that they nominated. Yeah, I don't even know about the other people. I don't even know why they chose some other people. However,
it's a production.
Oh, production. Oh, okay, yeah. Especially, well, maybe, yeah, because they were giving them like food and they're just like that. They was giving them beds and pancakes for sure, trying to build some type of resentment against the people. It didn't really work out like that, except for when it came to 410. Did you get his real name?
Isaiah.
The people already didn't like him, so It definitely worked when it came to Isaiah, that's for sure.
Yeah, because that's when people started talking about how they weren't really trusting him. Like Perla and Zoe, they were in there talking about how they didn't really trust him like that, which I found interesting how he randomly came up talking to them as they were talking about it. But yeah, this kind of set the ball in motion for him in the rest of the game.
It definitely did. So now that the monitor selected 3 people to be up for elimination, they didn't know that they too are up for elimination. And whichever room sacrifices themselves first, they will save the other people in their rooms and eliminate the people in the opposing room. You did not watch Beast Games, but this is Beast Games coded. And this crazy part is because they say that Beast Games bit off a Squid Game, which they did. He did. But this particular challenge, he did. He bit off of it. He knew it, and it is what it is. But this game right here is Beast Games coded because in that season it was probably like, how many did y'all watch, y'all? It was like every other challenge was a sacrifice challenge, and it was pissing me off because why I gotta sacrifice myself for somebody else to go on, and I don't know these people. I don't like these people. I don't give a dang about these people. And especially when it comes to room versus room. It was like that on Beast Games as well. So what did you think about the twist of that though, like the sacrificing?
I mean, it's something that I feel like when you volunteer, I feel like you should always expect something else to happen. Like, they might tell you this is going to happen, this is what you need to volunteer for, but you got to always be prepared for your game possibly being at risk too, or you might possibly end up going home. So that was expected to me. I didn't expect that in particular with the volunteering, but I expected something similar. So I wasn't mad at it though, because it definitely added an element to where it's like, okay, now I see what happened with this. This is why it needed to happen. So I wasn't mad at it. What was your thoughts on it? Since you see that it's kind of Beast Game like.
I hate the sacrifice games. I hate them because like I said, I don't know y'all. Why I gotta sacrifice my game? Can we just play a real game?
You don't have to. And that's the thing, you didn't have to.
You don't have to, but somebody had to. I mean, like, even if you play it in a game version, it's still messed up in my personal. It's still messed up in my personal. So room 98, the people who were selected, room 98, player 98, he's in the elimination room, and he was like, we need to get them out before they get us out because they tried to eliminate us. Like, they tried to set us up for real. Which I understood his passion behind it. And I wanted everybody to do that, have that fire, have that drive. And I like the game that they decided to play, I guess, odd man out type thing because they couldn't play rock, paper, scissors 3 ways. I think that was about the fairest way that they could do it.
I was going to say the same. Yeah, I feel like that was the best way to do it because it's by chance for all 3 of them. So at this point, it's just risk your game. At this point, like, whatever happens, happens.
Right. Now in the other room, the monitor room, your boy Isaiah straight said, your boy Isaiah.
I've been a fan of him. He was stupid. He was going with that cake.
Me and you, let's go. He was like, so just exclude her?
Giving her a free water because she got a kid at home. Like, everybody else in there don't have something that they in this game for it. Like, a sick kid at home. Somebody in there probably got a sick parent at home. Like, what's the difference? Like, everybody's, and I that's what pissed me off though. The players
all 40 episodes.
Shit. That annoyed me because it's like everybody that is on this show is here for a reason.
Right.
Because your son is sick. Okay. That is sad, and I understand why you want the money, but you don't know what other people like player. I think it's player 8.
Christopher.
3 yes, with the 3 girls. Everybody else from a lifestyle where they're here for this money for a reason besides a poker player. He the one that got $6 million in the bank already. But most people are coming in here because this is life-changing money. Like, this is money that they would never touch any other way. So just writing her off and just letting her chip, I was like, please.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. And I didn't like that either. But so he said that rock, paper, scissors, and the boy who what was his number? The 327.
230.
230. He ended up being the one eliminated too. I would be like, nah, I ain't doing that. We all about to go out. Because why she don't gotta play?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't have done it. We would have been in there stalemate. Say it was me and two other people, and they like, I'm not sacrificing myself. I'm not either. So something gonna have to happen because I'm not gonna just fold and just
Right.
let one of y'all just sit around scotch free. We're gonna have to play a game or something.
Exactly, and that's what happened on Beast Game as
So,
well. Like one of the people was refusing to play, so it was just two people, and then the brothers. Ooh, if y'all watch Beast Games, it was two brothers in a room with another lady, right? And one brother refused to play, so it was the other brother and the lady. They played, I guess, rock paper scissors. I can't recall. They played something, and she ended up losing. And they like finessed her out her spot, made her feel bad about it and everything. And then in another room, somebody reneged. Like they played the game, he lost, and he was like, "Actually, I changed my mind. I'm not sacrificing myself."
shit, I would have look. I wouldn't have done it either. Like that's your game.
It got dirty. Yeah, it got dirty. He was like, "We could all be eliminated. I'm not going."
I don't get players like that. They get on shows. I don't get people like that. They get on shows and you just meet somebody and then you just randomly want to put your game at risk for them. Like why? Like and then players
just like wasn't that Trinity in the hide and
yeah,
seek game?
that's what pisses me off with him. Like players like that make me mad because it's like there are plenty of players out here that don't get chosen for these games that would actually play a very ruthless game for themselves. They get passed over for players that want to play for other people. At that point, you should stay at home. It's not right.
Exactly. Well, the people who were selected for elimination, including our police officer, their room is the one that's eliminated because 437 was just a little bit too slow, ripping his little thing off and putting it in the damn box. Like, stop with all the monologue. We don't care about your Grammy Award winning speech, boy. Put that shit in the box. He took too long. He took way too long. And it was close, though. I'm not going to hold you. I wanted the monitors to go home. I was rooting for 98 at this point.
Me too. And it's crazy because it's like he was annoying me in the first. What episode was it? That game, the game that we liked. He was annoying me then, but then I low-key started rooting for him. Like he low-key became the underdog, and I respected how he was literally there to play the game for him.
Yeah.
Like even if they didn't like him, like yeah, I want to play the game for me.
And that's why I can't remember who was talking about some last review, but I'm that type of person where it's like when the girl with the braids, the young girl with the deaf parents, Natalie, when that's why I was like, when people was ganging up on her about her decision, how I'm the type of person who I would have went over there and been like, F them people, because I hate when people just get dog piled on. I hate when people get bullied or isolated. The underdog. I hate seeing that. So that's why I was like, you know what, 98, F them people.
Especially in this, like, for making a decision for themselves. Like, we're not here to play a team. Like, yes, we're playing in teams in this moment, but we don't have to do that. Like, at the end of the day, we still can make our own decision. And if we don't want to go with y'all, we don't have to do it. Like, only one person is winning this money at the end of the game.
At the end of the day. Well, that was the start of episode 6 with that room being eliminated. Be sure y'all like the video if you haven't done so already. Ooh. If you're part of the rewatch game, drop your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below on episode 5. Now let's go ahead and continue.
Hype the videos too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hype the video, like the video, hit the subscribe button if you're new. All right. Continuing on with the monitors. Since they got rid of one of the monitors, they had to recruit another one, and this is when 409 comes into play. More specifically, she was recruited by number 410. He said, I trust you. You're low-key, you're level-headed, and you make good decisions. I trust
you. She made a very good decision. Princess, you drop a comment on the video, and then if you're on the YouTube app, it'll give you the option to hit hype.
Yeah, you might have to scroll across, like the 3 little dots. You might have to scroll across in that where the comment area is. But yeah, and you have a certain amount of hypes a week. So, like points, I guess you could say. But yeah, so 410 recruits 409 to be the new monitor for those exact reasons. And she is giving a coin, and they knew this, by the way. Mm-hmm. Your new recruit will be given a coin to eliminate another player. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they entrusted her with that duty. Mm-hmm. Do you remember did you write down who she had on her potentials list? I didn't.
I don't think I did. Oh, I did actually. She said she's the least closest with 402. Who was 402?
I think that
I'm
boy with
looking
the
forward to
ears.
what?
It was the boy
Oh,
with the
Kevin,
ears.
the dude that was with boy right here in the red in the team. Kevin, him and player 17, which is Vanessa that made it to the final 6. So those were her 2 players that she was least closest to. But yeah, keep going.
Right, because her strategy was she didn't know she should go with somebody that she didn't know, or she didn't know if she should go with somebody who's a potential threat. And then
when you finish, which strategy would you have went with? Somebody that you're not close with, or would you have made a strategic move that would set you up better in the game?
At this point in the game, I'm going strategic.
Absolutely. Absolutely, right. I agree.
Pro 9 did her big one with 14.
She made the best decision for her game.
What? Oh, I'll get to that later because I wanted to feed off what Ray said earlier in the comments. But so yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have definitely done something strategic, and that's why I thought she was going to get rid of. You got his number, the boy with the ears. That's all I remember him by. Kevin, yeah,
402.
That's why I thought she was going to get rid of him because she doesn't talk to him and he's a threat. So why would you not eliminate him? However,
that big of a threat though. But then again, we don't know if he didn't get camera time like that. So we don't know how well connected he was in the game.
Have no idea. But evidently there was a conversation that happened that morning that led her to make a different decision. Grant, what was that conversation? Because I did not pay attention.
That was a big one. That's what made her make that decision. Like you could tell going into it, she was still going to choose between those 2. So it was the 3 monitors. They sat down together. It was her 327 and 410, and he just out the blue. Like I'm letting y'all know right now. At this point in the game, I'm not playing this Captain Saberho type shit. I don't care about nobody at this point. I'm gonna play my game. What did he say? He said I'm gonna start stabbing people in the front instead of stabbing them in the back. I can't keep saving people. At this point, we're all acquaintances. Like basically said, all this friend shit is gone. So basically, you're telling her, okay, well, you're gonna cut me whenever you see the time fit. That's a big threat. Like, even though we all should be thinking that way and probably are,
you shouldn't vocalize
that. He made it very clear to her, and she had a reason now to justify why she did what she did, which is why when she did what she did, she went back and told everybody why she did it.
Right.
And they all bought into it. Like, okay, what makes sense? So he said, "That was a dummy for that." I was like, "You fool! Why would you tell her that?"
And that's how you know the show boring, because baby, I must have been on my phone or what have you, because after she voted for him, I was gobsmacked, baby. My mouth dropped to the floor. I said,
"You was not paying attention," because that was me when I was doing my notes. I was low key scrolling through shit too. It was background noise until I heard something that made me go, "Oh, let me listen to this." And that was it. I was like,
So I was shocked because I didn't expect it. Now I only expected it because I watch TV shows. So editing wise, I was like, I knew he was gonna go soon, but I didn't know it was gonna be like this. So when she did it, I was like, oh my God. And then she was telling the group her reasoning, like G just said the reasoning was, and I was like, did he say that? She lying? Nope. I text G so fast. What is she talking about?
And 327. So say she would have went in there and lied about it. 327 would have clocked her on it. Well, not she might not have vocally clocked it, but she would have made a mental clock. I was sitting there the whole time that they had that conversation. And if he didn't say that, she probably would have been like, okay, well, I need to get her out because she just lied.
Right.
But she know that he said it because she was sitting there.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, what the hell?
Do
you think when 409 told the group though, do you think she did it? Because when she gave her little speech, and this could be because I wasn't paying attention. So when she gave her little speech, I feel like she was trying to spin it to make it seem like I did this for the group because he was talking about taking people out. That's the vibe I got, as opposed to this is what he was talking about, and I want to get him out because of that. What vibes did you get when she was telling the group her reasoning?
I feel like she said she wanted to come clean about it. Mm-hmm. I feel like at that point she wanted to, I don't know, because she didn't have to tell them that she did it either. Because remember, the only people that knew she had the coin was the two of them. So I don't know. Maybe
like, did she want cool points? You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe she wanted to build trust. I don't know.
That's what I got. Like, I'm looking out for the group. I'm getting rid of this type of person for the group. Because like you said, she didn't have to tell nobody.
She did.
Nobody knew that you had that special duty to do. So I don't know.
Well connected. And that's the thing too. We didn't get much screen time from her either until this moment.
Because she was low key. That's what she said. She was like, I've been laying low this whole time, and sometimes you gotta take risks and make moves.
I don't know what her reason. I wish maybe she'll do an interview and we'll get to hear maybe she'll be able to elaborate on why she did that, because I don't know, because she didn't have to do it. It's not like anybody knew she had it apart from
Right.
13.
So I want to play off with I can't find your comment, Raya, but oh, here you go. Isaiah and his nice guy persona, he played himself.
Yes.
So I'm asking your opinion too about Isaiah and his strategy. But my opinion about Isaiah's strategy is you can't play the nice guy if you're not a nice guy.
Yeah.
You can't even play that role if you're not a nice guy. That's why I didn't work out for GeeTee. Because like you want to be this good old boy from Australia, little Aussie boy, but if you are manipulative and vindictive and you making these outright contradicting actions, that's not playing into your persona, baby.
Yeah,
like you can't play that nice guy role if you're not really a nice guy. So when it comes to Isaiah, I'm not gonna say I was falling for it, because in the mingle when he was boxing people out, it was kind of like
ain't no nice guy shit.
Right, because I was
like
because I was team him with the cake, you know what I'm saying? But then it was like he was kind of aggressive in that mingle game, even though I would have wanted to maneuver that game with him, because I need somebody to be aggressive like that to make sure I get in the room. But it definitely made me like, And then evidently he's telling people his strategy, like I'm tired of this Mr. Nice Guy type. I'm like, you can't play the nice guy if you're not a nice guy, Isaiah. You played yourself. You played yourself.
Literally.
Why are you rolling your eyes at Isaiah?
Literally, because he was so what you said though, like his game was so flawed. It's just like, why would you do? I just don't understand what they were thinking in that moment when they did, like with 415 or whatever his name was, like just switching up mid game. I just don't get that, and that's why I wouldn't come in there. I wouldn't be the one to play the nice guy. I'm not a mean person, but I'm not nice. So at that point, I wouldn't come in there trying to act like, oh, I'm here for everybody, knowing that I'm not. And knowing that whenever it gets closer and closer to the end of the game, I'm going to get more cutthroat. And then it's not going to look like what a character of a nice guy would do. Like a nice guy would be crying about it. I'm not going to be crying about it.
That's true.
Yeah, it was stupid. Like and that's the thing with these people that come on these shows. When you play these games and you have to think though, you have to have a strategy before you get in the game. Because if you don't have it in the game, or if you don't have it going into the game and you start going on the fly about it, you better make sure that you stick with it the whole time.
Yeah.
Because anytime that you switch up, people are gonna be paying attention, and you can't underestimate who's paying attention to every single move somebody's making. I'm that type of person. I told you, I'm gonna be paying attention to every little thing you do, even if you breathe wrong. I'm gonna pay attention to it. 302, we'll get to her because she clocked it. But I'd have been moving like her. Like I'd have been paying attention to every little detail from everybody.
Like I'm gonna butcher your name, baby. Nesetel. Can I call you Nessie? She said when he had that quote, everybody has a little 402 in them. In my head, I was like, who's 402? I was like, huh? Oh, a little 14 in them. I was like, who is that? And I saw it was his number. I said, boy, what the hell are you talking about? Is that the conversation he was having? Is that when he said what he said? Or no?
I don't know. Maybe he did. He might have said it in that moment. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know the gist of what he was stating is like, oh, fuck all this, like, we a team type shit. I'm done with this. Like, anybody can get cut. That's the type of energy he had. So maybe.
Yeah. But, all right, y'all. That is the end of Isaiah, and they go into their next game. I was about to say shoots and ladders. Slides. Slides and ladders.
I thought shoots and ladders too.
That's why I was like, is it copyright?
I play shoots and ladders, not slides and ladders, though.
It's the same thing, though, yeah?
No, not really.
No? Oh, well.
No.
Because I thought it was just copyright and they had to change the name or something.
I like this game, though. I liked
it. I'm happy they sped it up because it was definitely had the potential to get boring.
Yeah.
I want to like, if we're going to go through everybody in every role, I'm going to go to sleep. It was already 12 o'clock in the morning.
Because I want to know how long it took them to actually complete the game filming.
Probably forever. Because that just took forever.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So on Slides and Ladders, a breakdown of the game, they basically, before we even get to the game, they had to, the remaining monitors had to put people on teams and they decided to put people with their bestie boos.
Duo. Right.
Do you think that was smart?
Yeah. If I'm doing that, yes, I'm gonna put everybody with their partner because I'm gonna be thinking somebody's not gonna make it out of this duo. So let's split up these duos and make it even. So if I was the one doing that, yes, I'd have did that. But if I had control over that, you already know I wouldn't have chosen. If it was me and you playing the game, I wouldn't have chosen you because I would have thought one of us would go home.
I would have thought I would have put people with their ops or people they didn't know because I didn't want them to work well together. I wanted them to cause chaos. I wanted them to argue. So I was like, whatever it is, we have on the same color jersey. So maybe it's going to be some disagreement. Maybe it's going to be some turmoil. And yeah, they might not come out alive, but I don't know. I wasn't thinking like breaking up alliances. They knew that they had to pick teams, like put them on teams.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Okay.
So I mean, they didn't know what, they didn't know what game or anything, but I'm thinking, okay, they're on a team together. I'm going to put people who don't like each other together just because I think they might have to work together in some capacity.
For sure.
So yeah. But they decided to pick pairs. One kid was left out. His number was, what was his number, child? 346 Drake. And then he decided, he was able to take somebody else's spot, and he decided to choose Trinity because I never talked to you before, so I just didn't know. I think that's a bullish reason because first and foremost, I would take somebody's partner who I want to be partnered with the other person. Like
at this point in the game, you can't be thinking about, oh, I haven't talked to you.
Right.
No, I need to get somebody that's gonna get me farther in the game. So just because I ain't talked to you, you could be partnered with probably the weakest player in the game, and I just took that person to put with me. Stupid.
Heck no. And I don't even think there was many. He was a guy, so I'm saying this because sometimes guys like to choose partner up with other guys. So I'm shocked that he didn't choose another male. Huh?
I think it was 5 guys at this point. The rest were women. So it was like, what, 22 players now? It was majority women.
Yeah. I think it was definitely a majority of women. 18 people. 18 people by this point.
Yeah, it was definitely majority women. Maybe 6 guys left at this point.
So I just know that guys usually like to link up together, and I was actually surprised that he didn't choose somebody who was bigger, taller, or stronger than him to play the game. Instead, he decided to, I'm going to just pick somebody who I don't know. Drake, I knew he picked one of us. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, they definitely were relying too much on personal connections at that point. And when we get to the actual game, so this leaves Trinity not eliminated. It just says he was unpicked. So I knew that he wasn't going to go home. I thought that he would probably be like a decision maker of some point, but he really just goes through to the next round, and we'll get back to him later. So the game is slides and ladders. They are in pairs. Basically, you have to roll a die, and you move those points, those spaces in the game. Some spaces have ladders. Some spaces have chutes or slides. And those slides can either take you back to a certain starting position or eliminate you from the game. Another twist is some spaces have cards where you will have to make a decision depending on what that card says. All right. So I don't know. I don't even think it's a strategy for this game, even though we get into the game and we see that it's heavily relied on connections, like Nessie said, personal connections. Everybody sticking with their bestie boos and the people that they are aligned with. And I'm not gonna hold you, it kind of annoyed me, and it could annoy me because I feel like there's a whole bunch of like Gen Zers, and they just all like clicked up to me, so it just made me like ugh, because I knew I wouldn't be in that clique. I'm old. I'm being with the old heads at this point.
Right.
All those TikTokers and stuff like that, they would have X'd me out of the game. But anyhow, let's see. 3-6. No, wait. What am I on? Oh, 72 and 369. What did they have to choose?
They had to choose a because they got to the question mark after. Was it after their first turn or was it their second turn?
Because 72, Perla was rolling 6s, 6s, 6s where they caught. She was having good luck. She was having a lot of good luck.
Yeah, so they got to the question mark. What was your
Mm-hmm.
question before you? What did you ask?
How did they end up picking the red team? I can't remember what the challenge was or what the thing was.
They got
Go there.
to whatever they rolled. They got to the
Uh-huh.
question,
Uh-huh.
and the question, I don't think I wrote it down. No, I did write it down. It tells them to send a team to the next unused slide, and they wait, yeah, send it, yeah, the next unused slide. So you don't want to go to a slide basically because it's a 50-50 chance of y'all
One of
possibly
y'all
one
going
of y'all
home.
going home or both of y'all making it through. So you don't want to go to that. So at that point, they was gonna be fucked regardless. Whoever they chose was probably gonna be mad. So they decided to strategize on if they should choose based off of their connections. And both of them, at least it seemed like Zoe was the one that was speaking about how she had somebody in each pair that she wanted to protect or at least was close to, which is why they ended up landing on 183 and 402, who were already out there on the game board.
But
So,
Perla also did not want to choose the red team because she cool with 402 because they both from New York.
mhm.
So in my personal, I feel like that white girl took over her vote. And Perla was just like, okay, well, let's go with that. And then I feel like Perla justified it as y'all are already out here. Y'all are already playing.
Yeah.
But that's why 402 was like, they're not going to pick us. They're not going to pick us. Like, we
What would you
cool.
have
She ain't
done?
going to do me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would I
Say
have
say
done?
as you out there, say as you out there with them too, and considering everything, say you got connections that are over there, and these two
Mm-hmm.
are not your connections, or at least 402 is your connection, and then 183 is not. What would you have done in that situation? Would you have pushed them to the next slide, or would you have made another team go out there?
It I don't know because I can't. I'm not cool. I know for a fact I wouldn't have been cool with everybody.
Me
I know.
either.
I know. Because I'm not a sociable person. So
Loki.
I'm trying to imagine that me really being cool with everybody over there. Like 402 said, he said everybody, like everybody. Like I can't convince you. Y'all cool with everybody. Like
Yeah.
so if they are legit cool with everybody except for Steven, whose number I can't think of right now, 183,
183.
then sure, I'll choose him because you're the only person who I don't have a connection with. So yeah, sorry, 402, I suppose. And right now we just kind of have like a New York alliance, which is more so like how I feel about people from Texas. Like I'm rooting for everybody from Texas until you give me a
Yeah.
reason not to root for you just because
Right.
you're from Texas.
Right. That can
So
only go so far.
you know what I'm saying? So I probably would have done the same thing, but if I'm cool with everybody, because
Yeah.
I don't think Perla cool with everybody. I think what's Zoe was cool with everybody.
You
That's
think
what I
so?
think. Yeah. I think those were Zoe's friends. I don't think that was Perla's
I think
friends.
those were. I think that might have been Zoe's dad's friends, and she might have benefited from it.
Ah,
But she didn't seem that social to me. I feel like her dad was the one that was most
she
social.
was with
Because
those
remember when he was
girls.
trying to with
She
the
was with all
girls,
those
but I
other
don't think she
white
was as
girls.
connected with the boys though.
That's 4 people.
She could
Like
thank her
that.
dad for them connections. If you asking me, I feel like her dad was the one doing it. Because you remember she was like, he need to relax because he doing too much moving around.
Yeah.
And he had that whole. You remember when she was in the whatever challenge it was when they was watching her compete, the whole fucking room was rooting for her.
The
I'm like,
marathon. Mm-hmm.
that's because of him.
Yeah. Well, they ended up choosing the red team, and the red team had to go to a slide. 402 was like, I'm picking left. Something in me is saying left, and the other boy was like, yeah, I'm picking right. Well,
By 402.
402 ends up sliding into the abyss, and he is now eliminated. So this starts the rivalry of the game. I guess you could say the main rivalry of the game between Steven and Perla, because of course
Mhm.
Steven wants his revenge
Revenge.
against the yellow team for eliminating his partner. And I can't get into the replay by replay. I can't, but I can just tell y'all my
Yeah.
thoughts about it.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Very controversial opinion.
Oh shit.
Per usual.
Oh shit. Here we
Per
go. Let's
usual.
see. We might be. I might be in the middle. Let's see.
I was split between them because initially I was on Steven's side, I guess you can say. because you can't be mad. Oh, he gets to a question and he ends up choosing the yellow team, y'all.
Yeah.
So you can't be mad that I wanted to get you back. And that's the reason why I didn't like Perla in one of those other episodes. Her actions, I don't know her as a person, but in one of those other episodes, because she got upset because it didn't go her way. And I'm like, you can't be mad because I did what I wanted to do. Yes, I want revenge. Well, it's just petty. So, bitch, I want to be petty. Like, what are you talking? Like, you can't be mad because that's my choice. You made your choice. I made my choice back. So initially, exactly. Initially, I was on his side. My thing with them going back and forth. One, she should have put a Zoe and just been quiet because this and now he this and now you basically arguing with yourself. Meaning, I think Perla saw herself in Steven. Because he a very much so 2 cents type of person too. He gonna keep going and keep going and keep going. Mm-hmm. And Perla is the same way. Mm-hmm. I don't know if y'all see it. I don't know if y'all agree with it. But that's why I was like, I like her because, but something about her, I just can't, I don't know. And it's because she likes to add her 2 cents on everything. So now you got two people who like to just do this at every turn. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna hold you. That was probably the best part of this batch of episodes, just them going back and forth off of each other.
And I don't disagree. I don't think you're. I was thinking you was gonna say something even more, but no, I agree because I feel like take yourself out of your shoes and put yourself in 183 shoes. Y'all chose me for the game because y'all had other connections. Mm-hmm. So of course I'm gonna choose you for the game too. I might have connections over here, but clearly I don't have a connection with y'all. So why not just do the same thing? So I understood why he did that too.
Yeah.
And I also, this is where I started to get annoyed with Perla with the tears. I'm like, what are you crying for? It's a game. Like in this moment, I was like, even when she started crying later on, even though I'm on her side with it, what's the crying for? What is that for? Yeah. So, she was doing too much. At that point, everybody's going to get chosen essentially. So at that point, you can't get mad. Like just deal with it. Like it is what it is. And then I'm gonna have the same energy for somebody else in a minute because we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
So that starts them their rivalry, them going back and forth. They had to go. The yellow team had to go to a slide, which is why they were so upset because that means one of y'all are going to go home. Possibly.
Not
because what I didn't know, I guess when it came to the rules, that's why some people were like, I will go first. So essentially, you're kind of like sacrificing yourself because you might go to the start or you might be eliminated. And then I thought the other person had to take the other slide, but you don't. So like if the slide you chose takes you back to the start, then I, as your partner, could take that slide too. I didn't know that until people started playing the game.
Yeah.
So they chose their slide. Zoe did her little slide or what have you, and she is now out of the game.
Hold on. But before she did, she wanted to get Perla's thought process behind which slide to choose. Me personally, I'm not trusting nobody else's gut. I'm going to trust my gut first.
Oh, yeah.
She trusted Perla's gut, and Perla told her left. She went down left, and she went on out. Who's to say she wouldn't have said, who's to say that her gut wouldn't tell her to go right, and she would have chose right, and then they both would have still been there?
Well, if that's the case, then Zoe deserves to go home. And yes, they literally sliding off into the abyss. But they had a big airbag at the bottom, so they all right.
But I think Raya said it earlier. They're stunt doubles because I remember watching last season because I was wondering. You remember that game, the big game that put was it Ashley last season that had everybody on Ashley's ass because she didn't want to jump to those steps. I guess it's this game for that season.
Yeah.
When they dropped, they said it was stunt doubles dropping. It wasn't actually.
Yeah, that sucked though. I thought they could at least drop and go into an airbag or something.
They said it was a far drop. That's why they had stunt doubles. Because somebody probably could end up getting injured.
So that's Perla and Steven with 3 spaces away. We could talk about the other minuscule plays, like with the girl with that horrible pussy role that she did. But I do want to talk about Kate and her little partner versus Perla. Now, Raya said that the tears worked. Raya, the tears only worked after this encounter happened. So I can't remember what it was, but Perla got another card and she chose to pick the pink team because I think they were in the lead or like ahead. So she had to choose one of those teams that were ahead of her so she could have a chance to get through the door.
And she said too that they didn't have to go down the slide. I must have forgot because they chose a card and maybe that card told them they didn't have to go down slides. Because that's what she said as one of her reasons as to why she justified choosing them. But she was upset about.
So I think it was it this? Nina said go back to the start or go down the slide.
It was no. She had to send them back to the start. They were at the top. She had to pick up a team to send back to the start. So basically, wherever you at, you got to go back down to the bottom and start all over. So, and she made the right decision because they were the ones closest to the door. So, if I'm gonna have a fair shot, I need to get somebody down here who's higher up. So she did that. But it was funny to me because 327 before Perla chose 183 again. You remember she had the opportunity and she went back to choosing him. And before she made that decision, 327 was telling her like, don't think emotionally, think strategically.
Oh yeah.
So she thought strategically instead of emotionally here because she had a connection. Because she said that too. Perla and 327 were talking to each other in the dorms before they had the competition. So it was clear they had a connection or at least some type of budding relationship in the game. So it's clear she had an emotional connection to her. So she made a strategic decision as you told her to do when it came to 183. But she was mad because it actually happened to you. So she takes her ass down there. As they're walking down, Perla tells her, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Tell that to my son. And then Perla starts crying. I said, Perla, you should have said, fuck you and your son, bitch. I'd have said, what you mean?
Or like she said later when she was in the dorm popping in with her friends. Okay, say that to my poor family back in the Bronx, bitch.
Right.
Like, and?
What you, like, that blew me. And that's when I really was like, yeah, fuck. I know how 327 is coming. Like, that's Karen right there.
And so, we gonna get into it, but Christopher, he hit the hammer on the head, the nail on the head. Like you throwing that up as like trying to make people feel bad, like your problems are bigger than other people's problems. When we all got problems, we all here for a reason.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what made me feel like, yeah, okay, I'm cool off you. I'm cool off you. Cause now this is when I was on Perla's side. Like you said, like fuck your son and okay, I'm like, okay, do you want me to FaceTime it, write in a letter? Like what you want me to do? I'll tell it to him. I'll tell it to him.
For real.
It won't have a problem. It won't have a problem doing it. Like, you can't throw your issues up in my face because you feel away. Like, bitch, please.
And then they're trying to when she was at the start, it's about to get real now. I hope she feels bad about it.
And it's saying I hope she feels bad because you see her over there crying and you like, yeah, I hope she feels bad.
Yeah, I hope she feels bad about it. And they're gonna turn around and say later on, oh, I didn't really mean it like that. I was just
oh no, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Like,
we're gonna talk about that. Are there any other things that happen in here that we should talk about? All slides are figured out. Yeah, 72 cents and back to the fire. Oh no, actually that's really it. And I just want to talk about that little Asian girl who did that pussy roll. They needed a 3 or higher, and the roll, the dice didn't even do a full roll, and it just popped on the 1. I was like, if y'all go home, that's
what she was trying to do, because you could tell she probably looked at the dice and saw where the numbers that she thought she needed were. So let me just not throw it too far and just kind of like place it on there.
And it never works that way.
When you play dice, I don't know if people have rolled dice before. When you try to force it, it's not going to go where you want it to go. So you just roll the damn die. And that's what she fucked up. But she fucked up, but she didn't fuck up because they both got through. But they went back. Well, they fucked up because they
ended up
got up out of here. But we can tell the teams that made it through.
The blue team, who I don't know, I just got 318. I couldn't get the other number.
Yeah, 318 and player 17, which was the guy with the was that him? Yeah, the guy with the 3 daughters.
Yeah, they got the first.
Player 17, Vanessa. 409
and 410. 110, the purple team.
They got through. 302, which is the black cop, and 361. Loved both of them. They got through. 183 was next. I was like, ugh.
Steven,
327 and 412. I was like, ugh.
the peak team,
And then Perla was the
was the
last 10,
last one through.
which is why I'm like,
I was like,
was it a little bit of manipulation?
keep
But
the
they try to
drama
find a way to get her there because she has a storyline. Like, it's
But
like,
she also she had well, hold on.
she was the closest though. She was
She
a
was the
lot further
closest,
away.
and she had been having luck that whole time. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
she has been doing good roles like that whole time.
Yeah.
Perla also has been. She is the person on Squid Game that has had the most camera time. Season 1, out of season 1 and season 2. She's had an edit from episode 1. That's what I'm like. She is giving winner edit or runner up edit at least because she has had a lot of camera time.
We'll definitely make our predictions. I don't know. We're gonna see. But yeah, she definitely has. She's been when you think of season 2, from any episode, she's one that you probably don't remember. So yeah, right.
For sure, because she's had the most camera time out of that.
Yeah.
Last but not least, before we get to the next game, after Slides and Ladders, it's a lot of apologies going around. And when it comes to these apologies, they are strategic apologies. Because both of them know, and I mean both of them, like Kate and Steven, they both know that by them essentially ganging up, not at the same time, but both of them having a spat with Perla and leaving her in distraught tears, that's probably not a good look for them. So let me go apologize. Yep. And they both said it in a confessional. So I know for a fact it wasn't real and genuine. It was strategic apologies. What do you think?
Even though 183, even though he was telling player 318 that he was like acting out of emotions, he don't really have no beef with her. I want to apologize if she comes through. I want to tell her I didn't mean nothing by this. It's all strategic. Like I wrote that down
because he said it in his confessional. Like I know that this is not a good look for me. I'm gonna have to apologize.
Facts.
They get to apologize for the content immediately.
Yep.
Yeah. This is when I started seeing that how all the POCs I'm not gonna say linked up, but they was chilling talking about the bugs of the last game.
Yes. Except for well, he wasn't in there. He probably would have been in there. 398. Trinity wasn't in there. He was the only other one that wasn't with them. But he wasn't in there because he was in the other room. But it was funny. I'm like, this is interesting. Because maybe it was coincidental, but shit. I low-key migrate towards my people too. So I don't know.
It's actually scientifically proven. It's scientifically proven that you, like, if you walk into a room, you're going to go sit by the person who you have things in common with. Right. So if it's a room full of men and I see a white woman, I'm going to go sit next to that white woman simply because she's a woman. And I feel like I will have something in common with her.
That is true.
If I'm in a room full of mixed ethnicities, I'm gonna go sit with the black people because I feel like we have. Yeah. It's not. I feel like we have. It's been scientifically proven. Even in my psychology class and my sociology class. So you guys, we are entering the last batch of episodes.
Hit that thumbs up right now. If you haven't already, it's 21 total right now. We had about almost 30 at one point. Thumbs up the videos, both of them. I was gonna say all 3, but it's 2 of us.
Like the video, hype the video, share the video, subscribe if you have not. Let's go ahead and get into the Game of Trust, which was not as good as season 1.
I know, and this is my favorite one. And was season 1, did multiple players get to do 2 different people?
I think only one person probably went twice. It was definitely not.
On season 1.
I'm writing the same number down over and over again. Like, what the hell?
And a couple players didn't even go.
Exactly.
I don't know if that was editing, but we didn't get to see a couple people and get a chance to do it.
It wasn't. And they tried to spice it up by letting us play the guessing game as well. Because they
I did like that though. But I wish they would have told us at the end of each. What did they tell us at the end of each one? Who did what? Okay.
Be a confessional.
But I did like that though, because I wanted to guess just looking at body language how I would.
And I would have been sent home every day around.
Not me.
I mean, mine is the one with Steven and
17. I had her pick too. Well, the one that I was wrong with was 409s, because I wasn't suspecting 412 to have been the one to do it.
These white.
But I was sitting there looking at people's body language. I was trying to see who was moving differently.
Do you want to
But
go down all of them?
I don't think I write down everybody's. I don't think I wrote down everybody's.
I
We
wrote
talk
down
about the main one.
everybody's, unfortunately. 327 is the first selected, and they choose who is 327?
Kay, the white girl.
Oh, Kate. I need to write her name down. I think I didn't learn her name until the finals. Kate, she selects 110. Who is that? Oh, the girl from Survivor.
Yeah.
And
it was so obviously Kate. To me, it was so obviously Kate because when you was watching their body language, because she 110, didn't she go over to? She went over to, I want to say 318.
Christopher 318.
And 72, I think, might have been one of her options, but she was hell bent on 318 for what? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, she suspected him.
But like you stand back, and I like 361 strategy, just kind of walking around and just talking to people and kind of seeing how they react to what she's asking. Because that's what you should
have. No damn strategy.
That was a strategy. It might not have been an intentional strategy. It might not have been an intentional one, but if I was in her mind, I'd have been paying attention to how they responded, how they moved.
She wasn't. When I say
responded, vocally and non-verbally.
But she wasn't though. We're gonna get to her.
Yeah, well, 110. If 110 would have been looking at 327, it would have been a clear shot. She was the only one that was visibly uncomfortable. Like, she looked nervous in her face. And I'm like, why are you not?
And she was first to go. Right.
And it was so clear. Everybody else was looking like super chill, super relaxed. Like, there was no real shake in their character. She the one over there looking nervous. And that's where, when I say you got to look at people, I'm the type of person, I'm very observant, naturally in my own life. I sit, and that's what I do in my day-to-day life. When I'm in new environments and stuff, if I don't get a good read off of somebody immediately, I call it a 2-week trial period. I don't really open up to you. I sit around and I watch and I see how you move. I'd have been doing that in the game, and that would have helped me out in these type of situations because I would have seen your mannerisms, how you act in normal situations. I'd have picked up when it's different. You got to pay attention to shit like that. And she wasn't paying attention. The answer was clear, and she was wrong. And it was like, go ahead and pick me because you're gonna be shot.
But I'll tell you why she did it.
Why?
Because she has that Survivor background.
Yeah, she made a stupid move because in Survivor, you pay attention to people and how they moving around that island, going around getting immunity idols and the way they do certain things. Pay attention to that.
That's why she was expecting her friends, because she was cool with Christopher and she was cool with whoever 72 is.
But you can get snaked by your friends though. Like, she should have known better than to think that her friends.
And that's why she chose her friends, because 327 wasn't her friend. She respected Christopher because they were cool, and she was like, now's the time to be fake. And he was like, yeah, but I'm not. So it was that's why I feel like that's why she went with that.
But you can't just lock in on that in a game where you thinking that way, and it's like, yeah, you can think that, but pay attention to everything else too. You can't just lock in on just that one thought. Because you could be right, but you could be wrong.
Especially because 318 literally told her, I think it's somebody you don't have any ties with.
Right.
I think it's somebody you don't even have any ties with. And that's exactly who it was, because Kate said she chose her because she has the least amount of, I guess, relationship with her. But 110 ends up going home. So next we have, and this is when the editing started like letting us guess with them. So 409, the girl who got rid of Isaiah, she was selected, and she keys in on Steven, the poker player, because of his poker face, and she couldn't really read him, but she just knew his profession, which is why she landed on him, and she ends up going home, and we find out 412. Who is 412?
The lady that was with Kate in that game.
The lady that was with Kate.
She British too. I think she was British too.
Oh, well, she was the one that selected her. All right. Yeah.
Episode goes off. Huh? That's the one I didn't get. Like, most of these, I guessed it correctly. She was the one I guessed wrong. Yeah.
Who did you think it was for 409?
Who did I think it was for 409? I don't know who I thought it was for 409, but I didn't think it was her.
I don't think I had any clue. I was just watching the show at that point. 361, Faith. Here we go. She gets selected. Okay. She is set on 412. 412 was who? Who's the lady from British.
Yeah.
Okay, you said that. Oh, 183 Steven is the one who actually selected.
And 302 was reading
now,
him down.
She was, but I like Steven's strategy as to why he chose Faith. He said that throughout the games, throughout all the rounds, she seemed the most nervous, and he felt like she would not have good interrogation skills because of that. I guess because she's either so nice or because of the nerves. So I felt like, even though he said he didn't want to do it, I felt like that was a good reason to do it. And you say you liked her strategy. I don't think it was necessarily strategy because it was good. I mean, what she did was good. What she did was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, her intentionality behind it was not there. Because she wasn't reading as she should have been while she was questioning. So she landed on 412. But 302, right when she said 412, she was like, I don't think I. And I'm like, sad.
And before she even said that, though, this is where she became my favorite. This is my favorite to win.
Because she was eyeballing him.
The way she was reading that room, and it's from her background too, being a cop, but she was reading his body language. She was like how it immediately changed. You could tell it changed. He was looking around more, and he was like kind of like fidgety a little bit more. You got to pay attention to stuff like that. Like he was chill in the other two rounds, and like he was super confident. You could see the difference in his energy shift when it came to her, and that's how it was a dead giveaway that it was her, that it was him. But as you stated, she was about to say something, and then 361 was like, "Yeah, say it. What you was about to say?" And she was like, "No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let you trust your gut." She should have told her. I wish she would have told her. I was just about
to say, are you upset that she didn't say it?
Yes, I wish she would have told her because she would have gotten it right, and he'd have been gone.
Because my thing is, I would have told her and then said, I think it's. I wouldn't even say that loud. I think it's.
You don't whispered it to her.
Yes, but I want you to make your own decision. That's just what I think. And that would have let her have it.
And that's what she said later on. Like, I didn't say it because I didn't want her to choose it and be wrong.
Exactly.
And then it's my fault.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But that's why I'm going to put it back on you. This is what I think. But I want you to make your own decision.
She was on it too, though.
I want you to consider this one to help you make your own. But this is what I think. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately.
I don't know. Did she even lay out? I don't think she even said why she felt that way, though. But did she even say it, though? I can't remember if she even said it.
I don't think she. I just said she said.
If she would have laid out why she was feeling a certain way, it might have made her feel that. I didn't write it down, so I don't remember. Y'all let us know in the comments if she did. But
the next one,
yeah,
Chris gets selected. Now I liked Chris's strategy.
Yes.
He was like, "I'm gonna just tell y'all a story," but actually, no, I'm not gonna hold you because he chose who I would have chosen. Because the moment he said, "I'm gonna tell y'all a story," Kate started shaking in her seat. She was tapping on the desk. I was like, it looked like, oh shit, he about to talk about his kids, and I'm gonna feel bad. Like, I would have chose her. She got me on that one. What?
Sure, pick me. I know you were a teacher, so I had to raise my hand.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do you think she did this on purpose to throw him off?
At the end, yes.
Because
like when I found out that it wasn't her, yeah.
I was wondering. I'm like, why is she squirming? Like, you didn't do it. So I'm like, she definitely doing this to throw him off.
When I found out it wasn't her, I said, oh, yeah, she did that on purpose. But yeah.
Niggas out of there. That's what she told.
Yeah. It was smart on her end. And his story definitely made me sad. I didn't cry, but my nose started burning. I was like, oh, no. Come on, Christopher.
And that's proof to her you ain't the only one going through shit. Like,
exactly. That part. Please. And I liked Christopher because, like I said,
I did too. I wanted him to get further
on her stuff. But 412, the other lady, is the one that actually, Kate's friend, is the one that actually selected him. Oh yeah, I put shocked in all caps.
Watching this though, right? But watching this going, because under my impression from last season, I don't know if I'm right though. I thought if you went and chose somebody and they guessed you wrong, you was good for that round, like for the game. So for her to have chosen, I think she might have chose two people too, but she got away with 409s.
Yeah.
And then ended up getting chosen again and then getting eliminated. Under my impression from season 1, I'd have been mad because I'd have been like, I already chose somebody. Let me move through to the next phase.
No, because if I'm not mistaken, I'll probably have to go find my old notes, but I think at least one person in season 1 had to do it twice. At least one.
But
the fact that their numbers came up more than once, like twice, like 2 people came up twice, I was like, bullshit.
Yeah, 412 and 183.
Is it only 2 balls in the pen? Like, I need to see the where y'all pulling from at this point.
They should have just randomly make sure that they chose at least everybody. Because that would have been fair, at least.
Like, not put the ball back in the
just randomly choose a player randomly.
412 was selected. She honed in on Trinity, and 183 is the real one who selected her. But she doesn't, or Deja, I don't know her number, but Deja was like, I didn't like how she said it's on this side of the room. Like, what does that mean?
Where all the niggas was. That's what it was. Because on that side, it was her. It was her, Perla, and 398. Well, no, she chose 398. So she chose him, and then the other ones was the other blacks. Like, let's keep it real. But whenever she said that, old boy was chiming in. Well, actually, this is whenever they found out the game was over. So the final 6 players are revealed. 302 then confronts Kate about her thinking, because Kate had told 412 when she was deliberating, I think it's on that side of the room. So 302 ends up asking her, I ain't like, why did you say that? 183 decides to chime in when she's talking to somebody else. She ain't asking you the question, so why are you chiming? So she's like, hey, I ain't talking to you, I'm talking to her. What did you think about that?
If I had to take race out of it, I would have done the same thing. Or I was like, bitch, don't put your hand up in my face. I would have done the same thing. Because that is like, I ain't talking to you. Like, it is rude. We used to do that as kids. Talk to the hand.
It's rude for you to butt in the conversation that ain't got nothing to do with you. If it's a conversation that I'm addressing somebody else, I'm not asking you.
True.
So I'd either said this or I'm not talking to you. Like, why are you talking? I'm asking her a question.
True.
Fresh out of church.
And that's why I'm just putting my shoe in the other foot. If it was done to me, it's like, the fuck type shit. If I was her, I also would have been like, not talking to you.
I can't feel no type of way because I wouldn't have interjected. You only feel some type of way when you interject and you know you shouldn't have. And she low-key shut you down.
But yeah, she wasn't, you know.
But what happened?
Now, what I didn't like is when he started throwing out those names, those adjectives.
When they got back in the they got back in the room. Hold on, let me see where I was. 6 players remaining. We got $4,450,000 in the pot now. But 302 was sitting there was 398 in there with her too, with 183. It was like, I think it was 3.
I believe so.
But they was talking and stuff, and she was clocking his game to his face. Very calm, very cool, very collected. He knew she was clocking his game.
Because he also admitted, but prior to that, he got rid of Faith.
And then he also strategically said in his confessional he didn't admit to the second one. Which I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't have done that either. I personally wouldn't have admitted to any of them. But
exactly. But he said guilt made him do that one. Like, he didn't that one didn't sit right with him.
Right. So she's clocking his game, and he's clearly getting uncomfortable because he knows everything she's stating is true. Like, she was clocking his game completely. So he starts playing the victim, talking about she's being disrespectful. And when she's done nothing but be, basically he was stating that she was being disrespectful for clocking his game. But he then pretty much states like she's been abrasive and negative. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, nothing about this woman has ever been abrasive and negative. She's just very direct. She was talking to him straight, looking him in his eye. And not only that, he knew that she knew what his game was. And that's why he was uncomfortable. And now he wants to start playing the victim. Trying to act like she's doing something, like being abrasive and just being negative with him. She's not being negative with you. She's clocking your game.
Right. So that's when I was like, I don't like all these adjectives he throwing around. And especially because, you know, those are adjectives that are used on people of color
all the time.
Historically, in the media,
Unjustly.
all the time, in general, like you said. And that's when I was like, yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, nah, bro. And she just pulling a you on you. You mad because she clocked you. And that's why, like I said, with Perla, that's the same thing. That's why I'm like, you can't be mad when somebody else pulling you on you.
True.
But now you name calling. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But did you see when he was talking to who? I think he was talking to 327, and he basically was like, "I like working with you, and I also feel comfortable working with 17. Keep in mind, at this time, it's only 3 players. It's 3 white players, 3 black players.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's intentional or not, it kind of set a divide. It was like it's us versus them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Side I'm
on. And then it's like all my ops linking up. I'm like, what in the? Because when did y'all become cool, Steven, Kate?
Right.
When did y'all become besties? When that happened? When y'all made Perla cry in the game?
Right. Right.
Now I'm the only one that you could trust.
Right. Like, what? They both pulled that same strategy trying to do damage control with her too.
The enemy of my enemy is a friend, or something like that. The friend of my enemy is something like that. Like, y'all corny. But anyhow, 6 people left in the room. Huh?
70. Even though they did what I just said, 72 was in that bathroom with 302 and 398 saying, "But ain't me, it's got to be y'all. We need some more black millionaires in the world." I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree.
Of course. Yes, when I said but I was geeking. I must have missed that part though. But like, agreed. Of course you did. Oh, you know I did because they was on a lot of talking, bro. Like my notes went from 302 Deja. Oh, Guilt made him do it. 302 Deja has him as a target. And then my notes jumped to 6 people remain, and then the shuffleboard game. All that talking shit. I'm like,
you know how I normally be jotting everything down, but mine's the same way. Same way, a bunch of filler shit. Like, who cares?
I was about to fast forward because I'm like, bro.
I did when I did my notes.
I didn't rewatch some of them. I don't care. I don't care.
So let's move to that last game. The last game, the staff comes in, they got boxes, and everybody's assuming, we got the suits now. Not yet. So 5 of them, and they have 5 of those boxes. So at that point, 6 players are still here. One of y'all is not going to be here. So they are playing this shuffleboard game where they have to split into 2 groups of 3. Before we talk about the instructions to the game, splitting into 2 groups of 3, where would you have gone? Would you have gone with your people, or would you have split up?
With the people left, I'm going with my people.
Anyway,
I don't.
You don't watch this game. I would not have. I would have went and integrated with them to make.
What did they say? I gotta pay attention to the rules. What did they say? They said separate into 3.
Separate into 2, split up into 2 groups of 3. It's 6 of y'all, so split up into groups of 3. In my mind, if we get in this group, some of us is not gonna make it out. I don't know how many, but some of us is not gonna make it out. We just saw there's only 5 suits, 5 cases, and there's 6 of us here. Somebody going home. So if we split up into 2 groups of 3, we probably gonna.
It might be another sacrifice game.
Nah. I wouldn't have went with my people. What they did, it was the blacks versus the whites.
But the little white girl, she was deciding. She was like, "I want to be over here, but if y'all want him over here."
But we saw where they ended.
Oh, poor baby. She didn't know.
They have to grab a puck and they will have to slide it as close to this pink line. So they, as you see in the picture, they have to slide it. Well, no, you don't see it in the picture, but they standing at the line. But they have to slide this puck
excuse me,
as close to that pink line without going over. If you go over that pink line, you're eliminated. But you want to get as close to that pink line as you can because everybody else is in the group with you is going to be competing against you. And the one that's furthest away from the pink line, their game is at risk. So
it is done tournament style. So you go against the people in your group. If you have the furthest away, you then will go against the person who has the furthest away in the other group.
Yes. So for the whites team, 183 and 17.
Oh, bro, you can't say that.
I'm just gonna say it. 183 and 17 were saved. 327 is at risk. For the blacks team, is 302 and 72 that are saved. and 398 is at risk. So it's 398 and 327
Trinity
that are
versus
now going to have
Kate.
to battle it out against each other. Huh?
Trinity versus Kate.
Whatever. Trinity versus Kate. They compete, do the same thing, and theirs is close. Whenever they threw it down there, theirs was close. At least to them, they thought it was.
Until the camera panned, I was like,
Right.
this big
I was like,
ass
their answer was
face.
clear. Their answer was clear. So 398 is saved. Kate 327 has been eliminated from the game.
Is eliminated.
I wasn't upset about that.
No, who cares? I mean, tell that to her son, Grant. Okay.
Right. Right. Go tell your son that you just got eliminated on a game that you did yourself. So go talk to your son about it. But yeah, the announcer announces them to get their final 5 suits. The final
These
5 to get their suits. And everybody is excited for the game to begin for the final.
72.
We got
and
17,
how do you feel?
8. Go ahead.
My bad. How do you feel that? What is this? 60% of our finals are black.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
I love it. I'm rooting for everybody black.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
But particularly 302. I want her to win. She's my pick to win. I feel like as a game player, I feel like she's the most well-rounded game player. She's played, even though we didn't get to see much of her until like episode 6, really. She's clearly played a very strong game socially because she wasn't disliked until 183 got clocked. But yeah, and I like her mindset. I'm excited to see how she plays in this finale. 72, like you said, I feel like she's being positioned editing-wise to possibly be the winner.
Or a fan favorite.
The way they're kind of editing her is how they edited what's her name? I can't think of her name. The winner from last season. The older Asian lady.
I don't know. Older Asian lady.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She kind of got a lot of editing, a lot of camera time too in the last.
More so the second. I think hers was like the second batch of releases, maybe up into the end.
In the latter episodes, yeah. So she might be getting positioned. I feel like the top 3 is definitely gonna be between 302, 72, and 183. That's what I
can see that. I can see that. If not doing it for the drama, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Did y'all vote for anybody to return?
Not yet, but if I do, I'm gonna vote for Viper. I want him to come back.
I did. I voted for Viper last night.
I might have to do that.
Because also on his story, I follow him on IG now. He said if he was to return, he would be bringing chaos. And you know I love me.
I want to see him play.
You know I live for the drama of it all. So yes, please come in and stir the pot. Chaos.
Yeah. It's 32 of y'all in here right now. Make sure to thumbs up both videos. Get in the comments whenever we finish this. Make sure to blow them comments up too. Y'all did it last week. Do it again. Thumbs up, share the videos, hype the videos. Subscribe if you're new, because we'll be back for the finals. But you got any final thoughts, friend?
No, I don't have any final thoughts. We just talked about predictions for real, rooting for everybody black. I already told y'all this season sucks. I think that's really all I gotta say about.
We gotta get on season 3. That is.
Huh?
So we gotta get on season. Did you do season 3? We gotta get on season 3 or season 4. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
Turn it up a little bit.
I don't know, because like with Squid Game, I wouldn't mind being on Squid Game. It's a lot of people, bro. So I know
it is.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't think I'm gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised if
you don't.
If a bitch get eliminated in episode 1, because motherfuckers
you saw her episode 1 win. Like basically the first game.
Exactly.
It wasn't even in your hands at that point. Exactly. Shout out to you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thank y'all.
Well, we about to get on off of here. So no, I think we got it all off. I'm about to get ready to finish this packing. But yeah, y'all make sure to subscribe if you're new. Like I said again, thumbs up both video. Ooh, shout out to you for the super chat. I heard you from the front. No, not that.
Well, thanks for the super chat.
Thumbs up. But yeah, thumbs up the comments. thumbs up the comments, thumbs up the videos. Get in the comments, hype the videos, share the videos, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see y'all probably the same time next week because we are moving our shit officially on Saturday. Like we'll be moving
okay,
on
well
that
then,
day.
yeah.
So we'll tell y'all when we'll be on and give you a time. But yeah, we signing on off of here. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Peace.